Oh, yeah. Hello, friends. So in this project, we are sorry. Hello, friends. Hello, friends. So in this video, we will be creating one project. That project name is Product Category Filter. This project we are going to create. So what is the functionality we will be building in this? And this project is in JavaScript. Okay, HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. And main important thing in this project is that we will be using SAS, SASS. So I will explain what is the SAS as well in very briefly, and after that we can go ahead as well. Okay. So we'll try to understand what is the functionality we will be covering as part of this project. So first thing, you always go through any e-com website or any kind of website where product are launched, and uh, we buy the product online, right? So general concept of that any e-commerce website is like this only. There will be one category. Suppose you are selling mobile, then you click on mobile, then you will see that a number of mobiles, different type of mobiles will get displayed in this page. Next, if you click on watches, you will see watches. Like this, I will just say that these are the just filter. Based on filter, our result will get displayed here. So that is the functionality we will be building in this project. So we have like different filters here: mobile, watches, camera. You can see here. Once I click on that filter, that particular atom is getting displayed on this right side. So we'll cover all this, and we'll develop this project in the JavaScript. So what are all the things we will be using in this project? Like one, we will be working on HTML, CSS, SCSS, SCS, and after that JavaScript. Okay, so let's start here. I will just open this. I will just create a fresh project folder here. I will just open this open folder this way. From beginning, I will tell you what are all the folders we require here. I will just delete. I have created this earlier. I will just delete and I will try from fresh. Okay. So let's skip here this. I will tell you what is this. So inside this project, I have created one image folder. And inside this image, we have a different images for it. Like what are all items we have seen on that page, right? So those images are here inside this image folder. This is the SAS. I will explain in detail in few minutes. And this one is a script in the script. We will have a JavaScript. Okay, I will create a script.js file here. So this will be a JavaScript. Okay, again, now we understand, and this is the index.html. So this is the template for index. I will just delete now. So what are all things we have in this project? One is HTML file, another is JavaScript file, and I have created one separate folder for SASS, and another folder is for images. So you might think that CSS is not there, right? So what is this? Actually, SAS is the compiler that compiles like that is a powerful preprocessor scripting language that is getting interpreted and compiled into CSS. Okay, so this SAS file, when we run this main.css, whatever we create here or any other SCSS script, right? So when we compile that, that our CSS file will get generated. I will tell you in detail if you are not able to understand here. So first thing, what we require here, we have to. So before we start, like we can see, I'll just create one template here. Okay, this template is got created, and I will give the product category name. product category. And for now, I will just give some any text here. Hello. Okay. You see this here. Now we know that we have the files index HTML file is there, JavaScript file is there, script.js, but we don't have CSS, right? So that CSS will be generated from this pre-compiler, this SAS. Okay. So and there are a lot of benefit of this SAS. If I explain in very shortly, in SAS we can like declare or allow that this SAS allow the to define the variable to store usable values, and this can include the color, font size, spacing, and all these things. And in SAS, we can do the nesting of CSS selector. All these functionalities provided in this SCSS. Okay, so there are a lot of benefits of SAS. I will create a separate video for this. Actually, this is a very big topic, SASS. So it cannot be explained in very few minutes, like 1 or 2 minutes. So it's a very big topic. But now our task is to create a CSS file, right, from the SAS pre-compiler. So this pre-compiler will create a CSS file. So how it will create, I'll show you. So now we have created one template here. I'll just start here. Um, we have one more prerequisite to start this project is our npm should be installed on our laptop. Okay, if you want to see npm version, okay, you can see like it's showing warning, right? One second. Sorry, we need to check. We need to install that node on our laptop so that npm will get automatically in that node. Okay, node hyphen version. You can see this is the version we have currently in our laptop installed. Okay, I'll just clear this. Okay. So now our main task is to create a CSS from SASS, right? So what we can do, we have to run that npm. One command is there, npm run and SAS. We'll just go to SAS folder first, SASS, npm run SASS. Okay, we got some error here. One second. Sorry, we need to start that first. Sorry, we will clear this. npm init. Okay, npm init will start and it will create a one JSON file for us. Product, we can say product package name. Don't enter anything here. We can say product description is product category. Don't enter anything here like if you want to enter, you can enter, but I'm skipping here. This okay? Yes. Okay. Now you can see this. Sorry, I have not provided that. I will again try this. npm init. Our package name is product. Version don't provide all details. Okay. Sorry, again I did wrong thing. npm init product version git license. Yes, I will say yes here. JSON is not created here. Okay, sorry, JSON is created inside this package.json, right? So I'll just delete this. So we have image SAS script and index.html. I want to create that JSON outside this subfolder. I will create under the main project folder. This is npm init. Okay, product. I am giving the name project package name as a product. I don't enter version description product category. Okay, don't enter anything. You can enter that is as per our wish. I'm not entering here anything. Okay. Yes, you can see JSON dot package dot JSON got created here in this. I'll just close this now. Okay, for now. Here to run this package dot JSON, we have to, this is the script created. Okay, and this script will get compiled, and this will convert that CSS SCSS to the CSS file. So we have to give some detail here to convert that. That is that in this we will give name as SASS. SASS is like this is the name of the script we are giving. After that, we'll just remove this dummy data. We'll give the SASS. SASS is actually the name of the script. Okay, and after that we'll give the watch here. Watch is used for uh, watch is used for this flags tell us that SAS to watch the any changes done in the source file like in CSS or any HTML, CSS in CSS file. If there is some change happened, and that will get recompiled again on every changes, it get recompiled. Okay. So next is we have to enter style. This flag specifies the output style for the compiled CSS. Okay, this extended again STYL style, correct? Okay, and we are expanding this expanded. We have to give this command, and we are giving source file name SASS and main dot SCSS. SCSS, correct? I will tell you in detail. And CSS and CSS dot sorry CSS and style dot CSS. So this is the structure we can say. So this is the name of the script. Here we are saying and watch is to watch if there is any change happened in the SCSS file, then that will get recompiled. And this is the style. This is the flag that specify output style for the compiled CSS. Okay, and SCSS main is the source file, and this is the target file. We can say means whatever the changes we are doing, that will get reflected. Reflected means for that file particular main.css, that style.css will get updated once we do any changes into main.css. Okay, after once we do the changes into this, it will get recompiled, and that after compilation that new update will happen into style.css. Now if you see, we don't have any CSS folder here. Right, we can see image folder, images folders, SASS folder, script folder, index.html and package.json. But we don't see CSS folder. Do you see here CSS style? Okay, we don't see, right? We have images here. We have main.scss. We have one script, script.js, and index and JSON package.json. But we don't have CSS and style.css. So to how we can get that, it will get created after compilation. Okay, I am going to new terminal. we have to run that command. Okay, I'm going to SCSS. Sorry, I can run here only. I'm running the command is npm run SASS. I'm running command npm run SASS. Okay, once we run this command, you can see this compiled, it get compiled SASS slash main dot SCSS to CSS style dot CSS. So now you can see CSS file got sorry folder got generated, and inside that style dot CSS got generated. So earlier in our SC main dot SCSS we have this code, and that get converted to CSS file. Currently, we don't see much change into this .css and main.css code. But once we start the coding into main.css, we'll see that changes, and we will see the difference between these two files also, how this is a main.scss is different than style.css. Okay. So before we starting that, we will add some folders, sorry, files in this SASS. We should always start making some folder structure into SASS before we starting any kind of project. Okay, because that's why it will be in because of that it will be in a proper structured format. Okay, I will just create a one folder structure for, and I will show you. Now this is the main.scss. I will create a new file here, that is base. Always remember, except main.scss, remaining all files should have underscore and file name. Okay, base.scss. Okay, we have created base.scss where we write a base code for the SCSS, and we will create one more file that is layout file underscore layout dot SCSS. Okay, again we will create a last one is a component. Okay, uh, we can create a underscore component dot SCSS. Okay, so these files we have created. I will explain in detail in few minutes, maybe after doing while doing this. Okay, I'll just close this unnecessary tabs. We will keep only now a main.scss open now. Okay, that is also we will just uh, we will use this main.scss just for our import purpose. Okay, I will just remove this code now, and I will paste this to base.scss. Okay, here actually we'll start, and main.scss. What we can do here, we will import all these other SCSS file here. Okay, how we can import that? At the rate import uh, at the rate import base dot, sorry, we will write only double quotes and base file name. We don't have to give underscore or any dot extension also we don't have to provide. Only at the rate import and that script name only we have to provide. So next is at the rate import. Next we will import a component. Don't make any spelling mistake. Okay. I missed to provide the semicolon here. Okay. We have given semicolon also. At the rate import, double quote, layout. So we have imported all the other three files into the main.scss. Okay. So if I write any other code, suppose I am writing here body, uh, body, and a background color I am giving something like um, Suppose I'm giving this background color. Okay. Now I have compiled this. Once I save this file, it get compiled. You can see here at last line, and same you will get reflected into style.css. You can see here. So it is creating code. When we do compile the main.css, that compile code will be uh, that will create the style.css file, or we can say that will make the update into style.css file. Okay. So let's start to our project. I'll just open this. Uh, I will keep the open. See, main.scss we don't require now because we have already imported all this other file. Whatever the code for SSS or CSS we do, all we will do in this file only. Base dot compo base dot SCSS component layout, all this file. But we only purpose of main.scss is to import those three files, or if you create another file, then also we have to import that file. Okay. Whatever the files we want to import, you can import into main.scss here, and we are complete for this main.scss. We don't have to do any other changes in this project for this main.scss. So I'm closing this tab. Okay, now our task will work on this index.html to write the HTML code, and all this base.html, base.scss component layout for CSS code, and apart from that, for JavaScript, I have a script.js. Okay, so we'll start the coding for this. Okay, I'll just open now index.html. So index.html, what we have done, we have provided the title of the our project product category. Okay, I'll just remove this part. Okay. Now, if you want to see, like first we saw that right earlier, we want to create this type of project, right? What I will do, I will just create one container class I have created. Inside container, we have to create because this is the sidebar and this is the main content for us project. Okay, so I will create two divs here inside container. A container is a complete container. Okay, and after that I will create a one class like sidebar. Okay, div element, and another is for I will create a main content for this dot content. Okay, here are two things we have created, right? On the left side sidebar, we will be providing some name, like if you see this, I have provided what are all component we have in this sidebar. You can see one is a heading. Okay, another is a second heading. Second heading is for that category filter. Okay, that we will create a, okay, and after that what are all these? These are buttons we have created. What are all the detail we required? One is two headings actually. One is this heading, second is this heading, and buttons. So those three things we require here in this sidebar. Okay, so we have to keep this in mind. Okay, in sidebar, first I will create a S3 element where I am giving name as Sahadri uh, product products. I am giving this name. Okay, Sahadri products. Okay, and after that we will create one more div element where filters we have to provide, right? So inside this I'm providing one create filters uh, class for the filters. Okay, so I have created filter class. Inside this filter uh, class, we will create a what are all one is this div where we have provided only like a sidebar, and sorry, inside the sidebar we have only heading here, and this is the another div inside the main div. Sidebar div, we have another div of filter div I have created. Okay, class we can say. So this is the sidebar. Inside sidebar, we have one S3 element. Another is a filter element. filter is complete this include the this S3 element and button. These two things we have to add. Okay, one is, so I'm adding S3, that is what description we can use, category filter, category filter. Okay, after that S3 we require buttons as well, right? So for buttons I am creating one div element separately. um PTN. Okay, buttons. Okay, so how I what is the shortcut we can write here? Hash and btns and enter. Okay, it will create the div element for id. Okay, so I have created id, and suppose you want to create a class, we have to write the dot. You can see, right, how these div element are created for id and class. These are the shortcuts. Suppose I want to see how I have created this for class, sorry, this filter, right? I'll just show you again. Dot filter. Okay, I'm enter dot filter. Dot is for class creation, and inside the div. Okay, it got created. Div is already closed and below, so I'm deleting this. Okay, all good, right? So here buttons are created. Now we will create some. We'll write. We can see how it is looking like now. I'll just open this live server. Inside this live server, see, Sahadri products and category. These are the left side, Sahadri and Sahadri products I have written there, and filters. Okay, and category filters. Inside below, we don't have buttons now because what we are doing, this all these buttons we are creating dynamically in the JavaScript code. Okay, so we will write the code for this button creation into JavaScript, so that in means for every button we don't have to update the HTML code and do any. Suppose you want to add any new product here, we don't have to go to HTML and add a code and add button. All this coding we don't require. Everything we will create dynamically. Okay, I will show you in next upcoming things. Okay, so we have created this left sidebar. Now we will start coding on content. Inside content, what is required? If you see here, what is required? One is a header. Header thing required. Another is we required to complete this content part. Okay, inside content actually we have one header and actual display of this product. So we will create a header. Okay, I'm just writing here. One is header class. Okay, inside header product category filter, I'm writing product category filter. And next div I want to create as a for id, actually root id I will create. Okay, I have created. We will write code for this later on. Sorry, not id, we want to root. Okay, for this we will write code later. So this is the code we have written in HTML. Okay, what things we can see here in the HTML? We have seen like this only. We have to work on the CSS JavaScript also. So to call the JavaScript, we need to write just before when we end the body tag. Before that, we have to call the script. Okay, JavaScript. Okay, script enter. Okay, and src is equal to, what is the name we have provided for the script.js? We have written a script.js. We will write script.js. Okay, so now we have called a script.js also. Now we are ready with the HTML. Now we will go for uh, CSS. Okay, so writing CSS, our default setting we have already done. I will tell you what is this. For any project, when you are starting working in the CSS, you always try to write this code: margin 0, padding 0, border So box sizing is border box and font size is sans serif or any font size you can provide. Okay, based on your requirement. But why we are writing this is a default setting for browser. There are different browser in the market, right? So for every browser, we can have a different size and all. So our to make everything consistent, we will write a default setting first so that on any browser, our when we load this project or page, all will be same for any all the browser, I will say. So this is the default setting we will set. Okay. Next, we will start the writing the code for uh, this HTML. So sorry. Next, okay, code. So now we have a container. Okay, container we want to display. See, inside container, this is the container is a div element. Okay, and inside this div element we have two div element. One is sidebar and another is a content. So what will happen? We want this I will tell you how we want sidebar at left side and this product category filter on right side, right? So to do that, what we can write? We have a functionality like a flex, right? Yeah. So I am writing here container class. I'm taking container class and displaying that as a flex. What will happen? See here. Spelling is correct. And again, we will give some code here, right? Sidebar. Width is 25%. Suppose we are giving. After that, height is 100 VH. Padding is 50 pixels. Suppose we will give 50 pixels, 0. And background color is we will give slash DDDD. Okay. And after that, position is fixed. Why it is running, not running? Let me try to see this. Why it is not running? We have not included CSS, right? So we have to include how it will work otherwise, right? So because of that, it was not working. So I will tell you why. Link, we have to write CSS and style. Now you can see, correct? You're right. Category filter, salary product and category filter we have written, right? And what happened to this? Content we have displayed, sidebar we have displayed. Suppose I remove this sidebar. What it is? See, we can see the this flex is displaying like sidebar in the left side and other you can see right here. In container, we have sidebar is one div element and another is content element. Okay, so these will be displayed side by side. Sidebar is on left side. You can see inside sidebar we have two things: side product and category filter. And for another one, content we have only uh, content we have only product category filter now. Okay, so I'll just written sidebar also. Okay, sidebar is created. Now we'll write, we can see this category one thing is not displaying here. I will tell you how we can display that also. Okay, so in the base side, what we want to write, See, there are other component as well, layout and base, and right? So we will try to write the uh, container here, display flex, okay, and sidebar and main content, okay. These three things we will write, and dot content. Content is width 75%. Position is obsolete, and right to zero we will write, right? Now you can see product category filter. Okay, here you can see. And now I have written here in the base.scss. I want to write a default setting. I want to write at high level. High level means this inside container we have one is container and another inside that we have two div. One is sidebar and another is content, right? So these are two major uh, classes we have, sidebar and content. And after on beyond that, like inside container we have two major classes, sidebar and content. So we will write the code for these three only here in the base.scss. So this will be a good, like okay, always try to write in this way only. So now we will go to layout. Okay, inside layout we will write more code, how we can write, okay. So next thing is I want to show inside the we have already written here, right, sidebar. So I want to show there is one thing uh, I want to show, like suppose we want to write S3 element, we want to change the color for this S3, right? So S3 color and font and or padding, or we will provide that here only because it's only one element. S3 is there, right? How we will write inside this first thing here, sidebar is there, right? And inside this sidebar we have s3, this is the separate element, okay. So we can write in the component, okay. uh, Component or sidebar, inside sidebar we have to write that. Suppose I go to component and I write like sidebar, we can write that into this in base.scss also, but now we will write here how it will impact. I will tell you. Color is orange and padding left is 40 pixel. Okay, yeah, can see, right? And how it is style.scss is looking. So this is completely different, right? You can see this coming. I have not written sidebar like this in the um, same here, right? In the base component, but it is taking. So I can write in a different way as well for this. If I want, like I can write like this. No, not right. Okay, we have written this. Okay. After that, we have to work on filter things as well. Uh, what is the part of that filter is a class inside this sidebar, okay. And we can take as a component here, a component, or we can layout, we can. Mm. So this is very small project, so we don't require that much, but I will, okay, instead of that layout I will write here everything here, dot filter. Suppose we are giving margin top to 50 pixel, Is this done? Margin talk to fix 50 pixel and padding I am giving 30 pixel and 40 pixel suppose. 30 pixel and 40 pixel. And inside this only, if I want to write, uh, I can write at the rate S3, I mean, right? How I can write? We don't we don't have to write like this. Instead, like S3 element. S3 element is margin button. S3 element margin button we will give 30 pixel. Okay, it's not working. Huh? How it is? How it will work? See what is happening. I'm just remove. I will just remove this and will give this sidebar S3. Sidebar we have already given, right? Filter we have to give filter. Filter S3. Filter is a part of it's inside this sidebar. Okay, how it is looking? Okay, I have not provided filter also here. Dot filter. Inside filter margin top. Oh, sorry. I think I have already written here sidebar. Instead of that, we should have a filter. Okay. Now it looks fine. You can see it's a properly it's displaying, right? So what we have written here, sidebar filter S3, we have written, right? So next we will write for content. For content we have already written here code. We can skip that part here. We don't have to rewrite here. And after that, we will give some heading. What header? Header is a part of. Where is that header? Header is part of content. Okay. I will give the some pixel. Sorry, font size and all. Font size we can give 30 pixels suppose, or I will give 40 pixel. Okay. It looks little bit. Header is a part of. Why it is not taking header? Font size it's not going this way. And then how we can display font size? Font weight is bold. Bold. Why it is not taking header? I have not provided paragraph on. I have not provided paragraph here. It should be in paragraph. That's why it's not showing, right? And if I write here, dot header paragraph, and font size is 40 pixels, suppose 40 pixel. Now you can see here it will display properly. And now I want to give that bold font weight. Font weight is bold, so it's looking bold. Okay. And for header, I want to give some, mm, okay, some styling. We have given for only paragraph. We want to display this as a flex. Okay. How it looks like. And align center, align items. Okay. Align item center. So it should display in the center. And after that, it should like justify content. Justify content, we can say center. Now it got displayed in the center. Okay. Now I want to give some height to this. I just height it 10 pixels, suppose 10 pixel I am giving. You can see here. It is going up little bit up. Okay. I will give 20 pixel, suppose 30 pixel I will give. Okay. Or again I will increase 40 pixel. It's displaying little bit better now. You can see properly it is getting displayed, right? So now I want to give some one line border line here, bottom line, we can say border bottom. Sorry, here we can give instead of pixel we can give VH or 10 VH is actually it will calculate, sorry, 10 VH. Then this is also looking good. Now I will give the border bottom, bottom border bottom. I want to give 1 pixel solid, solid. Suppose any other color. It's not this. You can see here, right? I will use. I will show you some other color, black. I will give some so that it will get displayed. Yeah, right. Like this, but it doesn't look good. So I'm just. I will just give triple three, or I can give triple E. So light color here, light line. Okay. So now we will write some code for um, I think this is enough now for this. Now we want to start the coding JavaScript. Okay, we'll stop this here recording. We will cover JavaScript coding in the next lecture.